So I want to go ahead and just talk a little bit more about Chapter 2, and specifically the advancement opportunities as PTAs. Later this term we'll actually have an assignment where I'm actually going to ask you what you plan to do as a graduate PTA. And it may seem premature to ask such a question, but actually it isn't. It is a time, I think, to reflect on, think about where you want to practice. I suspect for many of you that will change as you experience clinicals and talk to more of your peers and instructors and ask me, for example, questions about what types of jobs are out there. But I think it's just a great opportunity for you to just start to think. I think what's really important to know, and the video that you watched this week touched on it some, is that there really is a lot of opportunities for PTAs to find a niche to do what is important to you. In other words, if you're really thinking to be a manager, you may want to look at getting a business degree in addition to your PTA associate's degree, and that would be, at least a bachelor's in business, or if you already have a bachelor's degree, perhaps pursuing a master's degree, and specifically if you want to go into regional management for a larger company, or a position such as an area rehab director versus a simple, well, not simple, but a director of rehab. I do know PTAs that are director of rehab that have a highest degree of an associate's degree. But there's, I would say a number of the PTAs that do have a director of rehab positions do have a bachelor's degree or higher. So if management's your thing, and you aspire to be, know that there's a pathway for you. So this is what we're talking about, the advanced proficiency pathway. Now, you don't have to have an advanced proficiency in order to aspire to do more than be a treating PTA. It's a recognition, however, and it's a recognition that can help you on a path as a specialist or in other areas of healthcare. So, for example, if you wanted to be a specialist in neuro rehab, there's an advanced proficiency pathway for those that are interested in that. It's not listed up on there, but I'm pretty confident that that is available. Certainly cardiopulmonary, geriatric, oncology, pediatrics, wound management, and there may be more. The book was put together in 2016, which is a mere 3 years ago, but things changed. So what will that give you? You will just have a certificate to have with you, and as you continue to grow as a PTA and perhaps work in a real specific area of PT practice. There is a mentoring aspect of getting that advanced proficiency, which will help only you become more competent. Several other opportunities. I do know a PTA that is the coordinator for work hardening, and what program that is that he works with injured workers, and certainly he cannot evaluate the worker for the first time, but he's often working with an injured worker for up to 3 months, sometimes longer, to get them back to their job, especially if the job it requires is a very heavy, demanding, heavy meaning, it's required to lift heavy items repeatedly, working in a warehouse, where they need to be very, very strong, and required to lift repetitively. I'm speaking particularly of people that have on-the-job injuries. So that is something he's doing. Being an administrator, if administering, being an administrator of a nursing home, being an administrator of a specific department. That could be a niche for you as far as beyond a treating therapist. Teaching. Since I've been working at Lane, I have worked with 1, 2, 3, 4 that I can think of PTAs that teach part-time. Not necessarily full-time, it's only me and Beth, but that have been adjunct faculty. In fact, you'll meet Sheila in winter term, who's adjunct faculty, as well as spring term. She's a PTA. Member of the State Licensure Board. That's something that I was actually asked to be a member of the State Licensing Board for the state of Oregon. So there's that opportunity as well. It's not paid, but it is, being on the licensure board is certainly recognition, and it is certainly something that is impressive to put on your curriculum vitae or resume. And then finally, I have pros and cons of a bachelor's degree program for a PTA, and that is not the requirement. There are some programs that offer a bachelor's degree that are strongly encouraged, a bachelor's in physical therapist assistant, but it's not required, but there are some programs that do offer it, and it's highly encouraged for new graduates to get a bachelor's degree, physical therapist assistant. Even though the normative degree today is an associate's degree. So there's pros and cons, and then we talked a little bit earlier about gender and the education level of PTAs. Again, this is reflective on those that are members of the APTA, which is our organization representing PTs and PTAs. But as I stated earlier, you're not required to join it. So people who belong to the APTA tend to be more motivated, and I think statistically tend to have a higher level of terminal education. All right, so that's it for now. Have fun with the readings, and look forward to answering questions and your feedback. Thank you.